So I'm Chris from the UK Gaming Media Network. I'm here with Paul Bryant, otherwise known as Games Law Paul, from Spiral Galaxy Games.
From Spiral Galaxy Games. Today we're talking about Bronze, which is a new game we're about to put up on Kickstarter. So let me start with a little bit about the game.
So, looks wargamey-ish to me. Civ game?
It's territory building, territory claiming.
Okay.
The idea is you put your pieces on the board
to
cover as much as you can. When no more pieces can be added, you count up how many squares you cover compared to how many your opponent's got.
Can you only place pieces next to ones you already own?
Adjacent, and adjacent includes diagonal as well as orthogonal.
Okay.
So we actually left one piece on the board.
Okay, cool. Right.
So Chris is going to start. So very quickly I'll show him what to do. He's going to start off by placing a village.
Okay.
So that gives him some income. So put a piece on top.
Does this cost me anything? Or
no, you can place a village for free.
Okay.
And that's actually going to give you income according to your race. That's worth 2 for you.
It's worth 2 because I'm next to stone here. So it's worth 2.
2 on your income track.
There we go.
You can then use that to pay for some of the other buildings.
Okay.
So I'm also going to build a village.
So it's one action.
One action. So first action is to place a farm. We're placing buildings because that makes more sense at the moment because we want some money. We want some money to build better buildings. So I also get 2 for stone, so I add mine on.
Okay.
So you can do another building, probably.
Well, I'll build another village by this. There we go.
So 2 more income.
2 more income. So I move my Oxford up on 2.
2 income there.
Okay, and I'll do the same again.
Oh, I forgot to claim my 2 income.
So that puts me on 6.
2 more income for me.
Now,
6 as well.
Okay, so I can see here I can build for 4. I could build a town.
You can build a town, so let's do that.
Okay.
I'm going to do something a little bit different, but if you build a town,
so that
town is one of these.
2 on here.
If you place it here, you then
I can place diagonally from any space I own.
Okay, and then you fill in all of the squares around it with farms. You don't get the income for a farm.
Right, so I don't... Normally when you build a farm you would get 1 coin each, for each when you build a farm. But I don't...
Okay, so now this territory is a little bit bigger. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to build a bridge.
Okay. That means you can come across into my half.
Yes.
Right.
That's important. However, you're now in a position to come across and do the same.
So, well, I have... bridge will cost me 1
coin as well.
So I can build a bridge and put it there.
Yeah. Bridges can't be built adjacent to each other, so you couldn't build it there, but you can build it there.
Right.
You can also build it across like that if you needed to.
Yep. Cool.
Okay. So I can't stop you coming across.
No.
I would have actually placed something there to stop me coming across.
Oh, okay, right.
So now I'm going to build a...
I did not think of that. So, would your bridge then always be orientated this way, or could you continue bridge building that way?
Bridges can't be adjacent, so they must come straight across.
Right, okay. So you couldn't build a bigger bridge and get across the 2 river ties?
So I'm going to build...
Learn something new every day.
I'm going to build a town for 4. That doesn't give me many squares.
Presumably you can't claim river squares then?
No, and river squares don't count at the end of the game either.
Even bridges?
Even bridges don't claim. Don't count.
In which case...
So, now you've got a choice. You are allowed to build under farms. So, for example, you could now build an army.
Okay. Well, I can't. I've only got...
Haven't got enough money.
But okay. So if I had enough money, I could build.
So what you might want to do is to go and get some more income. You can't get any more income from there.
No, I think I can build some villages here. So
you can,
I could build a village there.
Yeah.
And that would get me 2 more income, which would allow me to build an army next turn.
I didn't pay for my town either, so I don't have enough money to build. Oh no, I can build armies for free.
Oh, well that's fair.
That's useful, you see, because what armies do is they convert unprotected buildings. Right. Your building is currently unprotected.
Okay, how would I protect it?
You can protect it using the ziggurat, the citadel.
Okay.
So you might now want to stop me coming any further by putting a citadel in.
Okay, so a citadel cost me 1 coin, so that is this blue-looking building.
Blue one.
Yeah. So that now protects this one, but it doesn't protect the
Sorry,
one
I
that
have
I've
to
already
put
lost.
the protection markers out.
So he doesn't tell me the rules before we start playing.
No,
I'm just going to take your cities. Yeah.
I want to win this. Always competitive. So for this, we now put a disc on here and a disc on here.
Yep.
However, what that doesn't do is protect farmland.
Right.
But I have to have a farm to be able to build under it, so I
Right.
can't actually come any further forward.
Cool.
So now I've got to start coming down here to stop you getting too far.
Yep.
I'd like to build a village, but I can't, so I'm going to have to just build a farm.
Okay, and you can build there because that's diagonally from your
Yeah.
bridge. Yeah. Right.
So you might want to come across the river and stop me. I can't go any further forward this way.
Yeah.
You can attack, but you can do that later from here.
Yeah.
So at the moment you might want to, because if I can get in here and stop you building, then you wouldn't.
I could also build an army here and claim your town, could I not?
You could indeed. Yes, but you
well,
might want to come across the river.
Okay. And build what? What would be a good thing to build?
A citadel, for example, will protect you, that and the bridge.
Oh, can my bridge be taken?
Yes.
Oh, right.
But it doesn't count at the end, so it doesn't actually matter.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll build a citadel. So that's going to cost me 1.
Yep.
And it goes there.
And that protects itself and your bridge.
Yep.
Okay, so I can't come any further this way, so
Yep.
you really don't need to worry much about what's happening here. Now you need to make sure you get as much area over here as you can.
Okay.
Now you're in an advantage because you can keep coming down this way even if I block here.
Yeah.
Or if I block there, you can come across into here. So I can already tell this game's lost.
Yeah.
You've won.
Well,
So
yeah.
very quickly plays by I actually need more income, so I'm actually
Yeah.
going to build another village.
So there.
That's going to give me 2 more income.
So each, what we should probably show is that there are various setups that change the way the map layout is and where the players can start. Is it 2-player only?
At the moment it's 2-player. On the other
Okay.
side of this board is a 10x10 grid, which
Yep.
will allow for 4 players.
Right.
We are still sorting the rules out for the 4-player
Okay,
one.
and-
bearing in mind this is asymmetrical,
Right. Yes.
so different races have different strengths.
Exactly, that was- yeah,
Putting
the-
4 next to each other has some difficulties.
So the
But
other thing that I was going to say is that also each race has different building costs and different things that are available to that race. And so although you've all using the same components, you can't necessarily build everything that's there.
correct.
So yeah,
For example, on my race, I can't build citadels,
which means that I can always take over your buildings if I build armies next to them.
except if I could build palaces, I could
Right.
protect them.
Okay.
But I can't because I can't build
You can't build
palaces.
palaces either. Cool. So multiple races.
Races, it will come with
multiple-
6 initially.
6 initially.
There will be some maps come with the game,
Yep.
but then we'll have an online bit which will
Yep.
suggest other map formations, and obviously you can invent your own maps anyway using the terrain. There are different types of terrain.
Yep.
Each of them come with tiles. So, for
Cool.
example, grassland. There are hills, which I haven't got out.
Yep. I'll trust you.
Stone. And different metals, and then swamp as well, which makes life less valuable. You can't
Okay.
can't score from swamp.
Right. And so Kickstarter.
Yeah,
Going up on Kickstarter.
hopefully in June.
June.
But I'm on holiday for part of June, so it might be the end of June before that happens.
And we're looking at how much pledge-wise for a copy.
We think it's going to be $30.
Right.
$30 will be US delivered price. Will also be UK delivered price.
Right.
And there'll be a reduction in cost for postage around Europe. We'll split the shipment. Half of it will be shipped to Europe. Half of it will be shipped to the USA.
Okay. Cool. And it's going to be available through Games Law
Through
after that. and-
Kickstarter, through Games Law, and through other retail outlets as well.
Awesome. And did you have anything else you wanted to share with us today, Paul?
I did. I wanted to show you briefly the outline of a map for another game.
Okay.
So if I can just...
Okay. So what am I looking at?
You're looking at the outline of a map for a new game which we're co-publishing with the Ragnar Brothers.
Okay,
it's
cool.
going to be called A New Dawn.
Right.
And it's set in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Cool. It's a very lovely looking map.
It is. Vicky Paul is the artist. She did the work for Braggart for us.
Right. Cool.
So we're very happy with her, and she's producing a very nice bit of map. This is an economic development game set in modern day Democratic Republic of Congo.
Right.
And hopefully this will be up with more map and more details in the next month. It hasn't been listed on Board Game Geek yet. I wanted to show the details here before we put it up on Board Game Geek, but it'll be submitted to Board Game Geek in the next week.
And where can we go to find out more information in about a month or so?
In a month or so's time, there'll be more information on Board Game Geek as the map develops. It isn't finished yet. There is a bit more work to do on it, but we wanted to show where we were today.
Fantastic. Well, is that everything?
That's it. I can't tell you any more about that yet.
Fantastic.
But keep in touch.
Well, thanks, Paul. I've been Chris Bollard for the UK Gaming Media Network, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.